For my project, I wanted to research Steph Curry and see how his stats compared to other NBA players. Steph Curry is a 27-year-old NBA basketball player who plays for the Golden State Warriors. He was the league MVP in 2015. In this video, I'm going to show you how Curry's stats compare to the rest of the NBA and how they compare to his teammates. This slide shows Curry's stats as of February 20th, 2016. All of these stats are per game. We can see that Curry has played 51 games. On average, he plays 33.7 minutes per game, and he averages 29.8 points per game. On average, he makes 10 baskets a game. Of those 10 baskets, 4.9 of them are three-pointers, which is the highest in the league. He has a 50.8 shooting percentage, and his three-point shooting percentage is 45.6. These stats show how valuable Curry is to his team. Curry averages the most points per game in the league. The graph on the right shows the 10 leading scorers in the NBA as of February 20th. The graph compares minutes played and points per game. The orange bars represent minutes played and the yellow bars represent points per game. Of these 10 players, Curry plays the least amount of minutes per game and is still leading the league in scoring. This graph compares points per game and minutes played. The red bars represent games played and the yellow bars represent points. This graph shows that Curry has played less games than 5 of the players who are in the top 10 points leaders, and still he is leading the league in points per game. So in short, Curry has played in less games and plays less minutes than most of the other players on the list of top 10 points leaders, and still he is leading the league in points per game. This slide is about Curry's shooting efficiency. An article I read hypothesized that a bad shot from Curry is more likely to go in than a good shot from one of his teammates. They broke down all of his stats and made many charts that proved their hypothesis to be true. This chart shows Curry's shooting percentages from 2012 to 2016. As you can see, Curry's shooting percentage is way better than his team's and the NBA as a whole. The chart shows that Curry's true shooting percentage is 68.5%. The Golden State Warriors as a team have a shooting percentage of 57%, and the NBA as a whole has a shooting percentage of 53.4%. This slide is all about Curry's three-point shooting. This graph shows three-point shooting percentages by distance away from the closest defender. This graph is comparing Curry to the rest of the NBA. Curry has hit 45% of his three-point shots with a defender between 2 and 4 feet away. He has hit 44% with a defender between 4 and 6 feet away, and 47% with the closest defender more than 6 feet away. Curry shoots threes about as well with a defender between 2 and 4 feet away from him as an average NBA shooter does with the nearest defender 12 feet away. From this graph, we can conclude that a bad shot from Curry often has a better chance of going in than a good shot from one of his teammates. This slide is mostly about Curry's shooting efficiency. The chart shows where on the court he is most efficient at shooting and where he is least efficient. The blue areas represent the area where Curry is least efficient or below average. The tan areas show where Curry has an average shooting percentage, and the red areas show where Curry is most efficient or above average. We can see that Curry shoots 68% when he is in close range. He is one of the most efficient close scorers in the NBA.